What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pure Golf page. Today, got a very interesting 18 holes for you guys. It's a road to break 80 for me, but we're going to make this a little bit different. I am currently teeing off at 6:30, and I am going to play the back nine with glow in the dark balls, so stay tuned for that. For the front nine, we're just gonna play a normal round. I am walking, however, because the only way that I'm able to play that late is because I am walking the course. The managers here are totally cool with me playing at my own risk. So it's just me today. I don't have a cameraman, but I'm feeling really good about my golf game so far. So if you guys do enjoy, please like, share, subscribe as always, and let's get into this video. So it's hole 1, par 4, dogleg left. This is my break 80 course, so you guys have seen this multiple times. If you've seen me play on this course before, it's Woodland Hills. Shout out to Woodland Hills and everybody here. You guys are incredible for allowing me to do this. Feeling pretty good about my game. Yesterday, I'm gonna flash it right here. I chipped in. I was playing 9 holes. I chipped in for 39. So golf game's in a pretty good spot. I hit 100% of fairways yesterday, but I only hit 22% of greens. We're gonna work on that today, try and improve that a little bit. It's gonna be also a little bit different because I'm walking, so I gotta make sure my energy is good. I hit a pretty good first shot, hooked it around this tree. Should be in a good spot. Okay, let's try not to thin any more shots today. That kind of sucked. First swing with the wedge today, I wasn't able to get on the range because I came out here so late. So a little thinny poo, but it's all good. We're gonna get up and down right here, save par, move on to the next hole. You guys already know how it is.
But I'm listening to music right now and I have it on shuffle. And the song that's popped up is Grove Street Party by Waka Flocka. If you know that song at all, it is absolutely not a golf song.
Yeah, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
Hole 2 right here, par 4, dogleg left. Gonna take a 7-iron, lay it up nicely, should be good.
Yeah, it's a party, it's a party.
I'm trying to think of like doing my top 3. I want this front 9 to be like my top 3 of just random things. So who are my top 3 golfers? Let's start with that. Number 1, Collin Morikawa. He's my go-to. If you've watched all of our other videos, I've created shorts on him. I went to the FedEx Cup, not this year, but last year. My dad and I followed his group the entire time, and it was an incredible sight to see. My number 2 golfer has to be Cam Smith. In my very first episode of Road to Break 80, I was talking about how I want to mimic my putting after him because he was just so incredible in the putting.
But Cam Smith on the greens, I have never seen someone be so lethal in my life, in my young golf career life.
And then number 3, let's go Max Homa. I see myself pulling for him a lot. I just really want him to do well, and he's just such a quality guy. So those are my top 3. I changed my read last second. Should have just trusted the first initial one. It's all good. On to hole 3. Let's go with top 3 shows, okay? Number 1, easily The Office. I think I've watched it like 12 or 13 times. I'm actually a huge fan of Stranger Things, so Stranger Things is my number 2. But to round it out, I'm either Game of Thrones or Ozark. If Game of Thrones didn't screw up their last season, it would be the number 1 pick for me. Let's go Game of Thrones 3. Let's put Game of Thrones 3 and then Ozark would have been 4. Dude, I literally got up and down right there, but my camera didn't even record it. I need my cameraman back, but he just couldn't make it today. And he didn't feel like walking 18 holes with me, so It's all good. We did get up and down. Dad, if you're listening to this, I need you back. 2 over par through 3. Got a par 4 right here, dead straight. I'm gonna take 3-wood, and we're gonna get after it right here. Let's go top 3 places I have played golf. I like that one. I haven't really played much out of the state of Georgia, but I would say number 3 is Marietta Country Club. It's gorgeous. Number 2, I would say Barnsley. If you've never been to Barnsley, it is such a different scenery, vibe, breathtaking kind of experience. Barnsley itself is just gorgeous. And then number 1 is probably out of state. The LPGA course down in Florida, playing on that type of quality of course. All 3, I consider like my favorite courses being the ones that are like super fast-paced greens and everything like that. So, and yeah, those have to be my top 3. That was such a stock, easy pitching wedge, 125 out, and I just yanked it. Last 2 irons I've missed left. I think I know what I'm doing in my swing. Should be able to bounce back, but that's just such an easy green to hit, and I missed it. It's okay, we'll get up and down here, safe par. Should be a pretty straightforward up and down. All right, let's go with the top 3 things I've learned so far in my golf career. I've been playing almost for 2 years now. Number 1, what I've learned so far, every single time that you learn something or you get better, your score tends to balloon. And what I mean by that is I've worked with a swing coach for 2 years. Jordan's my swing coach. Every single time I have finally figured out a new part of my swing or tried to get better in one part, my score always goes from mid 80s to low 90s. I'm not used to it, and I'm trying to apply it to myself and my game on my golf course. I think a lot of people, when they are getting into golf, they automatically assume that it's going to be like this linear, continuously getting better, right? It's going to be a continuous decrease in your score. Your score is continuously going to improve. And it's just funny to me when people say that, because I mean, just look at Justin Thomas. I mean, last year he won, I think, the PGA Championship or one of the majors, but now he's shooting 81s and stuff like that. And if one of the best players in the world, is struggling and shooting in the 80s, granted it's a much harder course, more difficult circumstances, I understand that, but I should not be upset at firing off a low 90s round every once in a while. So number 2 is I've never done well when I've stood over the ball stiff. Ball never goes where I want it to go, and I just lose rhythm. And when I first started, I was so worried about all of these different mechanics and so many thoughts over the ball that I just lost fluidity in my swing, and it really, really messed me up. Once I started to get into my routine, it helped me create a rhythm where it's I'm not trying to even stand over the ball for more than 8 seconds. So that's the second thing. The third thing is I've learned to have fun in this whole process. I mean, there's a lot of people on social media. I've gotten so much criticism for my swing, what I wear, how stupid I am of posting my golf content and everything. And if you just don't laugh in the process, that stuff's just gonna eat you up. And I've learned everybody's story is different. And I just wanted to post mine to hopefully inspire other people that are in the same boat, trying to break 80, trying to break 90, whatever it may be, that it is possible. And if you saw my swing at the first time I posted on this channel to now, it's just a ton of improvement. And I think in anything that you try and do, you're always gonna have criticism whenever you wanna do something that you're passionate about. And sometimes you just have to smile and shrug it off, because if I'm gonna let user 2489 affect my day with a negative comment, then I've let him win and I've lost the day. That's how I've always seen it. So when I play, when I have a good time, when I have fun, I always try and remember that. Even on the golf course, when I'm posting stuff on social media, just have fun, man. If you're not having fun, then what's the point of even posting? So that's just my spiel. Those are my top 3 things. Let's get back into the video. Pretty tough lie right there. For my chip, and I didn't know how the ball was gonna jump out of it, and it flew. I'm not too upset at the effort. I think I played that hole pretty well. Just my ball was in just a pretty tough lie. We're gonna move on. Handicap 1 right here. Handicap 1, people. Par 4 straight away. Yeah. We're gonna have a tough second shot, but you know what? I'm not too worried about it. Not too freaked out. Okay, top 3, here we go. Let's say golf attributes for a girl. How about that? If I was to date a girl golfer, first off, I really hope that she would smoke me because it would give me like this competitive urge to get better. Secondly, I hope that she hits the ball, somebody that drives the ball over 260. And then 3, she's a better putter than me so that she can teach me how to putt better. I don't know, this is the dumbest top 3 I've ever done. It's so ridiculous. We may cut this from the entire thing. I don't know. I don't know if I want to put this out there. Yeah, we're in a good spot. I mean, for what it was, we're right underneath that tree limb over there. Take it. Chunk. We're about to putt this, cozy it on up. Get up there. Escaping here with bogey on handicap 1. I will take that. Still think we're hitting the ball really well. So on to hole 7. I kind of slipped with my back foot. Top 3 athletes that I've loved. This is gonna be pretty easy. So I'm a baseball player, but I don't think I have any baseball players in my top 3. Number 3, I'm gonna go Lewis Hamilton. I don't know if you guys watch Formula 1, but I've fallen in love with that dude in the most manly way possible. I watched Drive to Survive on Netflix. I found myself pulling for harder than like a lot of other athletes in other sports. Number 2, I would say Kobe Bryant. When I was a kid growing up, Kobe was the guy that I always looked at. I always played him in like NBA 2K. I always had him on my teams. And what I would do is, in the later ones before he retired, I would turn down his age to 18 years old again so that I could play like full franchise mode with him. Number 1 athlete though, I would say is Rafael Nadal. I'm a big tennis guy. I love watching tennis. He's been injured this year, but in terms of like just guys that I'm consistently checking how well they're playing, how well they're doing, he is like top for me. I've got like freaking poster on my wall at home of him. Like, just, I'm a massive fanboy. Ball was above my feet, and I think I choked up too much. Felt a little uncomfortable over the ball. Thinned it. We're in a chippable spot over there. But the 2 chips, the 60 degree on the last hole, and then that chip right there was so straightforward. Easily should have been at least giving me a shot to make par. Next top 3. Top 3 people that are annoying to me on the golf course. Number 1 are the older golfers. They're the golfers that drive up right next to the green. They hit up on you. They play at such a blistering pace. They kind of feel like they own the place, if you know who I'm talking about. If I'm trying to read, I can't because I feel like they're about to just pounce on me. They're so close to me. So I always have to let them play through. I would say the beginner golfer that is just blatantly out there, not trying to get better, just completely dicking around. I've seen videos and I've seen people here tearing up the golf carts, the greens, rude stuff. I don't like people that don't really respect the course. Number 1 person I probably hate, it's the playing partner that always finds his ball in the woods, forgets how many strokes he's hit. I usually don't care, but I've had people before I've played with where I've literally had to call them out and be like, look, man, like, you definitely had a double bogey there. And they're like, oh, really? I thought I had a bogey. And I feel like I do that over and over and over with some people. But Those are my top 3. It's not, that's unfortunate. Last 3 holes, bogeys. All 3 holes. Felt like I had one just silly mistake. That's how it rolls. Hole 9, tough one for me, but momentum will be on our side if we are able to this well. Let's do this. Top 3 goals for me heading into the end of this year. I'm hoping for me to break 80. I really feel like I'm on the cusp of it. And honestly, I have a really strong feeling that I'm gonna break it either this round or a round that's really, really close to this coming up. So that's my number 1 goal. Number 2, my goal is to get the YouTube channel to over 1,000 subscribers, which you guys have been crushing it, by the way. I can't thank you guys enough. If you guys could smash that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Number 3, it's more of a shot shape. I'm really trying to work on hitting that push draw. And I think on the range, I'm able to get it down. If I'm able to hit a controlled push draw, I'll be happy. I'll be really happy with my golf game. So those are the 3 things. I think all of it's very obtainable. I'm really excited for the rest of this year. It's saying 190 to the pin. You're probably not gonna be able to see it, but it's tucked kind of behind this tree to my left. I have no idea where that ball went. We're putting. Okay. We ended up shooting a 41. I made too many mistakes. We're gonna get to the back 9. I'm really excited for this with the glow in the dark stuff. Stay tuned for the next video. It'll be out in a few days. That's all I got. Peace.